Hi Stitchy friends, welcome to Cross My Stitches. My name is Jackie and today is January 27, 2023. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel about cross stitch, as you can see on the wall back here. Mostly cross stitch, some other crafting sometimes, but today it is cross stitch, cross stitch, cross stitch. This is my bi-weekly update that I do. I'm a day late and $1 short because my schedule at work I had to cover for somebody, so I'm normally up on Thursdays. Today is Friday, so today is the day we're going to do this, and I have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off to get myself settled to do this today because I promised I would do it bi-weekly, and I have been so busy this morning. I have not had a formal dining room set since we moved to Kentucky. I have a dinette set in my kitchen that we eat off of, and it's most of you, or not most of you, but a lot of you know, we moved from Florida. We hit the road in our RV for a year, and then we moved into Kentucky to be near family. And so right when we got here and got ourselves settled and bought the house, the pandemic was in the midst of the whole thing. And you couldn't buy furniture, you couldn't buy anything, you couldn't find anything, everything was out of stock. And so I sat for 3.5 years with no formal dining room set in my dining room. And finally today, I was able to find a set in a town that was about 50 some odd miles from my home. And it had been sitting there for over a week because this company posts, this consignment shop posts on Facebook all the time what they have. And I told my husband last Saturday, I said, I really want to get that set. I said, but I had to work. I couldn't go to look at it. And so I thought he'd take the hint and go drive down, take a look at it, and pick it up if it was looking good, because it was an excellent price. It is it's a Bassett name dining room set, and it is the cherry finished in the Queen Anne style, and it's a beautiful set. The seat cushions on them are just immaculate. Somebody took really good care of this set. It is an older set, but it is a premium, beautiful set. So I drove down today. I called her first thing this morning when my day off, and I said, "Is it still there?" She said, "Yes, it is." I flew myself down there. Took me 2 hours up and back to look at that set, and I took it, and it was an excellent, excellent deal, and now my husband will go tomorrow to pick it up for me. So I'm just excited about having my dining room set. I did hit the little peddler's mall that was down there it's called Monticello, so it's, like I said, about 50 miles from Somerset, so that puts it 65 miles from me, and they didn't have anything at the Peddler's Mall. I walked through it. They have a very small Peddler's Mall compared to what we have in Somerset. So, and I didn't stop at the Somerset one because I'm trying to stop going over there every time I turn around because it's costing me money. So I need to stay away from the Peddler's Mall for a little while. Maybe another week or two I'll go check it out again. But it was exciting to be able to get the table and not worry about it. It's paid for. He'll go pick it up. So I'm super excited to finally have a dining room set. It is just... you have no idea how thrilled I am. I have this big picture window, and that's where the dining room set sits. So I want it to be there, so when the window's open, you can see the dining room set. Anyway, so I haven't got any stitching done today because I've been running, and then I've been playing with my Happy Planner. And it's funny, I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. I have a Everything is Possible Happy Planner. This is this year's Happy Planner. And normally I don't decorate the pages, but I just felt like I needed to decorate pages. So January's, we had Bringo. I was doing Bringo all the month of January. And that is Robin Hall and Carolyn Zook that have a Facebook group called the Monthly Magazine Cross Stitch Challenge. It's not just about magazine challenges. It's about all, you know, it's not just magazines. So if you're wondering, is that just for people that stitch out of magazines? No, it's not. It's for everybody. But that's what it's called because we encourage, you know, if you do a magazine starts or working on those projects out of magazines, you bought all these years and years and years of magazines and you let them sit. So grab those puppies out, mark them off, start something. And that's where majority of my ornaments are coming from. I do a lot of ornament stitching, and I choose to use the magazines because they're great, especially the Just Cross Stitch ornament issues. Always some great ideas and great stitching in there, so I use those. But this was January's, and you can see I marked every day what I was working on. I feel like it's dark in here. I'm going to pause you for a second. I need to add some light. Hold on. Okay, I think that's better. We got light on both sides now. I have a huge light, so I put that on so I could get more light. So this is what it looks like, and it's just full of what I worked on every day. And I'm like, that is so dreary and drab. So I went over to Etsy and I bought a monthly Happy Planner sticker set. And this is what my February looks like. I've got it all decked out with February stuff. Notes on this side, and I'm ready to roll in February. Of course, you can see Valentine's Day has a little rhinestone heart right there. But I wanted mine to look like a winter scene because I think of February is still winter time. So it was a choice between putting it all Valentine's or just winter. I chose winter. So I've started decorating it. This is just my first time ever doing this. So, I mean, it's not fabulous, but hey, it put a smile on my face, and I spent several hours searching for the right thing to put in it. So $2 on Etsy, I was able to print and cut and put it all on there. So that's what I was working on after I got back, or sometime, I was working on that until I had to make that phone call when that shop opened. And then I came back and fooled with it again. I'm getting back to my notes here. So I can never just have one thing going. I've got to be, and if you could see my desk again, it's all, thank God I boost my computer, I boost my computer up on a box so it doesn't aim down, or you can see the mess that's around me, because my desk is always covered, no matter how many times I clean it, no matter how neat and tidy it is. Within 15 minutes of it being neat and tidy, it's going to be covered again, because I'm like, oh, I need to work on that project. And I pull everything out. So I've got some projects here. That's all my pencils and my scissors and all my stuff. I have books stacked over here, fabric stacked over here, floss that needs to be put away. Some stuff that I have that I want to show you. It's just covered, totally covered. So anyway, let's talk about stitching. So as I said before, I did Bringo this year. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I saw my friend Kim in Florida setting up to do Bringo, and I was like, oh, I hate to miss it, because it is one of my favorite things to do, is Bringo in January and then AB Singo in September. So I was like, that's it. I'm just going to draw up something. Let's see if I can come up with something to work with what I knew I wanted to work on. So I did. I decided to jump on Bringo. And last video, I showed you the first 11 days of what I was working on. So I'm going to show you from the 12th through the 25th. It just ended on the 25th. And then you have 6 days for any kind of catch up if you're behind, because you have to have it done before the 31st if you want to be included in the prize package. So this is where I am. So I did have a finish. This item was one of my Bringos. It was, and of course I didn't write it on there. Let me see. This was my Bringo for, I gotta look at my planner. Why can't I find it all of a sudden? That green paper always pokes out unless I need it. And then all of a sudden it doesn't poke out. Well, maybe I pulled it out. Did I pull it out because I was writing something? Honestly, I don't know what I did with it. I lost it. I don't know where it is. It was part of my Bringo, and I had a finish. So it was Prairie Schoolers Santa 2018. I didn't have that much left to do, so I threw it on there knowing that if I got that number, I would get it. It would be a finish. And I didn't iron anything today. I unzipped zippers, so you won't hear any zip, zip, zips. But I didn't iron anything again because I don't have time. So there he is. I did not put the little lined border around him. He's probably going to be a pillow. But he is so stinking cute with that snowman and the bunny. And just love it a lot. So that was a finish this month. And then what I've been working on, I have it in order of how I worked on it. So the first thing is the piping clover, which was January 12th's call. It was only called that one day. And this is from Extinct is Forever, Crossed-Wing Collection. And we're talking about this right here, which is a relatively small design. And I did get him completed with his little feet. He is being stitched on a 28 count waxing moon from Fabric Flare. And he's going to go in my bathroom because my bathroom is painted blue, and I think I'm going to, let's see how I can get this on here. I think I'm going to hang him in my bathroom and make my bathroom like a beach theme since we came out of Florida. And I don't have any other beach themed things. But this is my little plover. Isn't he adorable? He's got his little feet and everything. He is adorable. I love these bird designs. I keep saying that every time I do this, but I really do. He is just so stinking adorable. So there is plans to work on him again since he's going to be put away for a little time. What did I do with my plans? Let's see. I wrote them out in my book, and I didn't keep my little page. So the piping clover will be worked on in March. So I will finish him in March. So that is my first one. And this, of course, is a printed fabric, so it's white on the one side, and then it's the other color on the other. Let's get this back in here. I always like to have a crossed-wing collection going all the time. The second one is my Four Seasons band sampler. This came on my Whipco 4 times, so I worked on it the 13th, the 14th, the 18th, and the 25th. And I started making some changes on it because I realized once I almost had winter done that one of the colors was just off. I don't know why I didn't realize it before or didn't pay attention to it, but once I got to that point, I'm like, that's not right. But this is what I'm talking about. This is out of the 2011 issues of Just Cross Stitch magazine. It is a beautiful seasonal band type sampler. It's got the spring, summer, fall, and winter. And I am stitching mine on a piece of, I think it's 32 count even weave that I hand dyed myself. And I'm going to show the whole thing, and then we'll talk about what I'm changing. So this is where I'm at. I'm all the way to the bottom. There's a row of snow, a row of grass, and another row of darker grass, and then it goes into another band, another mini band. But this is it right here. It is so gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. It is full of specialty stitches, which makes it lots of fun to do. So that was spring. There's summer. There's fall, and there's winter. Now what I was changing was, if you look at spring, fall, let's go back to fall for a minute. You see the bunnies? It's supposed to be, I believe, DMC 3032, and it's a gray-brown, but mine was a very grayish gray. And you can see in the bunnies, they are very gray. And then when I came down here, the owls are using the same color, and they're real gray. And then the deer were real gray. And I was like, once I did the deer and I started finishing this up, I'm like, that's not right. The deer are not gray, they're brown. So now I decided I wanted to pick out all the gray and rechange the color to 167 brown. So that's what I did. I pulled the deer out and put them back in. I pulled the tree out, and I put the tree back in, just the trunk and the branches, not any of the other stuff. And then I realized, I keep hitting this and it's rocking, I'm sorry. Then I realized that I never put in the little bottom of the acorns, which is that little satin stitch. So all my acorns had acorn tops and there were no bottoms. And it wasn't until I started pulling out the tree that I realized that I had forgotten to put in the bottoms in the satin stitch. So thankfully, if I hadn't pulled out the tree, I may have never noticed they were missing. So I'm loving the deer now in the DMC 167. I'm going to pull the squirrels out and stitch them in that color. I'm going to pull the owls out. And I'm also going to pull the bunnies out. Because we have brown bunnies in the yard and I want the brown bunnies. I don't know what kind of birds these are, so I'm not sure if I'm going to pull them out or not, but I'm definitely pulling out the chipmunks. The squirrels, because my squirrels are brown. Owls are brown. They're probably gray too, but now I don't even like the gray. I think it's real dingy. And so I've been working on that, and this was my January project. So I was supposed to have this done by the end of January. That's not going to happen. So it is going to start rolling into February because I'm not stopping this one until I finish it. So my plan is to get this finished after I finish what I show you in a few minutes. And then in February, I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to work on my Welcome Winter, which I'll show you. And that's relatively quick, so it won't take me that long. And then my Spring Chalk that I showed in my whip parade. I want that done for Easter. That's my February focuses. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm glad I changed the color. I'm much happier with it the way it is now. And I'm going to continue on, and I am going to have this done and framed. And I'm going to do a lot of framing coming up because for Christmas, and I didn't mention this before, my husband bought me a compound miter saw and a not a shelf, to put it on. Words. He bought me the compound miter thing and then the rolling it's a metal rack. I don't know. Words are not coming. But it goes on it. It stays on it. It gets bolted to it. And then you can flip it up and roll it where you want. Flip it back down. But he bought me the compound miter saw so I can start cutting frames. So I can get all my framing done. So I am totally excited, except it is freezing cold outside. And I can't do it right now. It's in the garage. But I don't want to get sawdust in the garage. It has to be rolled outside in order to use it. And it's too friggin' cold to even work on any of that. So, and not until it warms up a little am I going to go out there and start cutting up frames. But I have plenty of frames to cut up. I really do. So that was Four Seasons Band Sampler. The next one is Grandma's Jewelry Box. This is a salve with by Carolyn Manning, and this one has a story too. So, let me show you a picture of it. It looks like, oops, tilt. Nope, there it is. Grandma's Jewelry Box. Hopefully you can see that. And it is a monthly sale. It's got 12 different brooch designs. And I jumped in on this as soon as I saw it because I thought it was really different, unique, and cool. Beautiful colors. And this is where I'm at with it. So originally I was stitching this on 28 count white Lugana. And I've shown this before. This is January's one. And this is one of the reasons I can't continue to work on Four Seasons Band Sampler because I need to get my monthlies done. And I'm determined to stay on track with my monthlies. This is a monthly. So this is where I stopped on this. And when I showed it last time, I had part of it done. There it is. All it needs now is it's the Krynex and the beads. But when I started working on this, I really was looking at it saying it's really big and I think it needs to be smaller. So I decided to restart it again on a 36 count white linen. And you can see the difference in the sizes. So there it is. And this one I completed as well. So now I got two of them rolling. And this one I've started putting the Krynex in, which is so cool. I know you guys aren't going to be able to see the colors, but it is a mixture of gold, coppers, aquas, and probably a couple of other colors in that Krynex is very beautiful. And so the reason why we started on 28 is because the beads, the Mill Hill beads, she said when she tried to do it on 32, the beads seemed a little tight. So she suggested doing it on a 28 or 14 count. Or if you're going to do it smaller, order the petite beads and see if that would work. So I did order the petite beads. I ordered them on 1, 2, 3 stitch along with some other things that I needed that actually I'm waiting for the mail to show up with. And I thought I would try the petite beads, and if they fit, I'm going to continue stitching on the 36 count, and I'm going to take the 28 count and make it a pillow, finish it and do a pillow, but this will fall off my monthly, and the 36 count will be my monthly. If they don't work and they're still too crowded, I will go back to the 28 and continue working on the 28. So that's where I'm at. So this is the cry neck that I was using. It is, doesn't say the name on it. It is number 3250, is a number 4 braid. And you can see it's just full of just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. Just beautiful. So I'm excited about that. I'm hoping they're going to show up here soon, and I will start stitching on this with the beads just to check to see if they're going to fit. I have no plans on doing beads until the end or when I'm past that point where my hoop won't hit it. But I wanted to just put a set in and see on one of the really dense places where the beads go and see how it looks. And if it works, great. I'm going to continue on with it. So that is Grandma's Jewelry Box sale. Not too late to jump in on that. I did get the pattern, I believe, it is a PDF. I believe I might have gotten it on Etsy, or I'm not sure. Look on her Instagram page, Carol Manning Designs, and she will probably lead you to where you can buy the pattern in a PDF so that you can join along if you want to join along. Okay, so my next one is Life's a Journey. This is the design that I'm doing with my friend Kim in Florida, and we're working on this as a SAL. We're doing one of the patterns a month. This is the pattern we're working on now. Again, I have to have this done by the end of January, so I can start on February's pattern. And I'm almost there. I've just got a little bit more to go, and I will be done with this. It is on a 32 count. I'm almost sure it's 32 count. 28 count. Springfield Sage Lugana. And this is where I'm at with it. So all I got left to do is there is a border that runs in between the design and the border here. There's another lined border, and then the words. And that one will be done in the charm. I won't put the charm on till last. So it's almost done, right? I've got to run something up here, which I won't run that up. There's like a, okay, let's go back. There's like this line that goes up and then it attaches to the butterfly, but I won't run that until I'm ready to attach the butterfly. And then you'll see there's like this little dinky border that's in here, and then the words. So hopefully I'll get to that, not today, but tomorrow when I get home from work. And then on to February, which looks like, let's see, this. Is really cute. Take time for yourself. It also has a little charm and a clock. It's a beautiful design. And of course this was gifted to me from Crafty Cat Stitcher Kathy. So again, Kathy, thank you so much for this generous gift of the patterns and the extra fancy flosses and beads, charms. I'm really enjoying working on it. So that was called, and that's Life a Journey, and I worked on that January 16th and the 23rd. The next one that was called was my Quaker Rose, and I worked on that on January 17th. I think it's Quaker Rose. I keep wanting to call it Rose Quaker and then Quaker Rose. Rose Quaker. See, I got it backwards. I don't know why. I keep saying it either way. Rose Quaker. And this is from Werenberg. That's who the designer is. info@werenberg.de. So if you're interested in the pattern, you can contact them. I will put it up here, how to contact them. And they are online. It's a German company that this belongs to. But I did get quite a bit done the one day that I stitched on it. I did, again, I didn't iron this, but I'll show you the whole thing and then I'll show you what I worked on. So there it is. And I did, we'll just hang it this way. I did this little leaf right here, and then I did this whole border that's around the big design. It's a big rose. So it's right there. I want to laugh because those of you who watch me all the time, this wall pretty much stays the same. And there's usually a clock right there. Right there. And it was ticking so loud that I decided to take it down, take the battery out so you wouldn't hear tick, 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 tick. And I don't know if you can hear or not, but I have another clock going that I forgot all about until just this moment when I heard it. And it's sitting up over here, making a ticking noise. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. I forgot that was up there. I thought I got rid of the ticking noise. Apparently I didn't. So, Rose Quaker. Am I going to work on that again this year? Let's take a peek, because the other two I showed you, they were monthly, so they'll be worked on every month. Rose Quaker will be worked on, I have to go back and look. I think I picked a month, yep, there it is, on June. So that is my only focus. Most of my months I have two focus pieces, because I felt like I could get both done in the month if I just stayed on them. Rose Quaker is for the month of June, because it is huge. Will I get it done? I don't think so, but hey, it doesn't hurt to dream, right? It doesn't hurt to dream about getting it done, but it has a whole month to itself except for the monthly. So a lot of times what I'll try to do is get the monthlies done early so I can focus the rest of the month on what I want to focus on. So that was Rose Quaker. So the next one that was called was Miss Christmas Eve on the 19th, and I didn't touch her at all. She's the whip that I dread. She's the whip that's the oldest whip. She needs to have a little bit of back stitching and beading done. And she is holding me from getting a blackout in bingo right now. So before the 31st, I need to take her, and it will probably be Sunday, and put some stitches, get her on a scroll rod, and start doing the beading. Although some people said they do beading by hand. And I wondered if I could pull that off or not. That's a lot of fabric to be holding to bead in hand. But I may try it first before putting it on, because I dread the scroll frames. I know a lot of you love the scroll frames. You work on the scroll frames all the time. I just can't get it to work for me. I don't want to say I can't. I have difficulty two-hand stitching. I'm sure practice would help a lot. But I just find it difficult to do this, and then trying to avoid the scroll rod and getting the right angle. So I may try to do her in hand on Sunday. And if I can't do it in hand, then I'll put her on the scroll rod, and it'll be slow going, but she will get beaded this year. So she's holding me from the blackout. I just got to get an hour's worth of work in her, and then I will be in blackout bingo. So I will get that done. The next one is, I worked on the Postmaster Elf on the 20th. Now he is this one here. Remember, I finished the Candy Elf last year, and this is the Postmaster Elf. And he is just so stinking adorable, and I've got a lot of progress on him. It is fancy that. They are out of print patterns. And this is what he looks like right now, with the string hanging from him. There he is, standing there at the mailbox that has no post. But hey, he's got a lot of work on him. He's looking adorable. These are all my own color choices. It is on 36 count flax linen, which all my elves will be on the 36 count flax. And I think he's adorable. Who would not love those rosy cheeks? They're just adorable. Adorable. So it is my plan to work on the Postmaster Elf. Let me go back again, see where I've got him. I know he's here somewhere. He's not there. He's not there. He's not there. He's coming up soon then. Not there. Not there. He is in March. So Piping Plover and the Postmaster Elf will be focused on in March. So I look forward to that, because maybe I can get another one rolling. Sorry about that, my phone. maybe I can get another one rolling before the end of the year. Maybe I could get 2 done this year instead of just 1. And the last thing, I gotta flip back now to January. The last one I worked on was Welcome Winter. That was done on January 24th. And this is the one that has the 4 series, the 4 seasonal series, and I've got all 3 of them done. This is the last one, and I'm late getting winter done. But I am working on it. And again, this one's going to be focused on February. So once I get the 4 Seasons band sampler done, this will be the one. I am never, ever sticks to plans. I never could. Never, never. Will I stick to my plans? I don't know, people. I don't know. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to stick to my plans. Okay? So if I don't stick to my plans, you guys need to yell at me and tell me, get back on the plan. Okay? But this one here, I got the letters done, and now I am working on W there. I've got pine cones in. So there it is. And the snowman in the middle. So it's really not a lot of work once you get this far. It's just putting in all the little elements, and they have specialty stitches, which are lots of fun. And I'm doing this on with my own color choices. Let me see if I can give you a close enough view. My own color choices, and I'm doing it on a 28 count natural linen. And this will be the last of the seasonal ones for me to do. There are some holiday ones that I would like to get done too, so I can flip out my frame more frequently. But we will see. That may wait for a while, a year or so, because I have so many other things I want to stitch. So many other things. So that's all I stitched for Bringo. I did have one new start because I got caught up at Cherry Hill Stitchery's Facebook group. She posted, I believe, on Instagram that she had a freebie and that she was running a sale for it on her Facebook group. So of course I had to get it. And it looks like this. And if you like her designs, go over to the Facebook and type in Cherry Hill Stitchery. It's never too late to join them. I'm still working on mine. Adorable design. And this is where mine is at right now. Do I have something to put up behind it here? Hold on. And that's where I'm at with it. And what I loved is I started putting some specialty stitches in. So you guys probably can't see it, but right in that white heart, those are Algerian islets? No. Oh my gosh. Smyrna crosses. There's Smyrna crosses in the white. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. See that? Smyrna crosses in the white. So there's another white heart down here, and I'll put Smyrna crosses in that. And then I'm thinking of the leaves, I might do satin stitches. So, because I just want to incorporate some specialty stitches in it. The arrows might be in metallics. And will I finish this before Valentine's? Heck no. Nope, won't happen. Won't happen. Don't look for it. It isn't gonna happen. I have far too many other things in the fire right now to worry about that for this year. But I wanted to get it started, and I wanted to work on it. It was my car stitch for a little while. I'm now going to switch back to my Prairie School of Santas in the car and work on them throughout the year so I can do more of those. So I think that is all my stitching for right now. Yep. I do have some things to share with you. And then I said we would have a giveaway. I'm going to have that towards the end. I did tell you that I was going to film out of the cabinet. I haven't forgot to do that. I'm going to do that started on Sunday. So I will pull out some file folders and we'll go through what's in the cabinet. And then I need to reorganize the cabinet. I really need to reorganize my whole room. My husband is going to put my TV up on my wall so I can watch flosstube or whatever I want to watch while I'm in here crafting. And I just need to pull everything out. I have so many craft things. I've got stained glass. I've got jewelry making supplies. I've got paper crafting, a lot of paper crafting supplies, my cross stitch supplies, storage of frames and boxes and yada, 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 yada. In my closet, I have a small walk-in closet, and it is stuffed full and along with one of those furniture cubes with 2, 4, 6, 8 holes, and that thing is stuffed. So I really need to just rip everything out and reorganize my stuff because it's just way too much stuff in here and it's just cluttery and I don't like it. Oh, someone at the door. I gotta put you on hold. Okay, sorry, I'm out of breath. It was the post lady and she brought me my 1, 2, 3 stitch. Yay! So I'll open that right now. But I had to run down the mailbox to get the rest of it. She's so sweet. She rang the doorbell because, let's see if I can cut this open. The package is rather light and she didn't want it to blow away in this breeze. We have like 30+ mile-an-hour winds right now. It is cold. It's in the 30s and it is blowing. And cut that open. Okay. And she just wanted to make sure that I got my package. So that was just very sweet of her. What's in here? Okay, put that down. No noise. Okay, I'll share that in just a minute. Okay, so there's a few things I wanted to share first before I show what I purchased. And two of the things I forgot to show last video, and I was really upset that I forgot to share what was sent to me because I didn't want anyone to think that I didn't appreciate what they sent because I did, and I love sharing all these wonderful things that I received. My friend Kim, for my birthday, which was the end of December, sent me a few things that just blew me away. So the first thing she sent me was fabric. Like, who doesn't love fabric? And this is Picture This Plus Legacy in 28 count. And who does? Oh, I can use that. I can definitely use that. It is beautiful. And I'll use any count I'm given. I just love it. The second one is a piece that I almost know exactly what I'm going to use it for. It's Seraphim Winter's Nightfall 36 count. There it is. Isn't that gorgeous? That would look awesome with snowmen on it. But I think what I'm going to use this for is there is a pattern from Stitches Through the Years. And if you watch Mouse Potato Designs, she did it. It was a winter pattern. And I think that might look fabulous on here. So I'm excited to check that out to see if that is going to be on that pattern. I haven't purchased the pattern yet, but trust me, I probably will. And so, so she sent me those 2 pieces of fabric, and then she made me something that blew me away. Now, she made this snowman wool applique mat for me. And look at this. I want to try to get all my little things up here. But look how stinking cute this is. She knows I love snowmen. I talk about this all the time. I love snowmen. And she made this for me. Look at it. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And she tells me, well, this is the first time I've done a wool applique. I hope you like it. I'm like, you're kidding. Look at it. It's perfect. Kim, you're a natural. Your stitches are all even all the way around. The wording is beautiful. It is just, you need to jump into wool applique, girl. This is your jam. This is your jam. Look at it. It's just beautiful. It's backed. So it's got the backing on it. And it's going to sit on my new coffee table, or no, new coffee table, my new dining room table when it gets here tomorrow. It's going to be sitting on there. And it is gorgeous. Kim, I absolutely adore it. Adore it. I look at it every day. I have it sitting on my TV console right now, where the TV is sitting right in the center there. And I look at it every day. Every day. I just admire this and absolutely love it. So thank you so much. I love you to death. So that was the one thing. And then another, a subscriber, and I'm not going to mention her name because I didn't ask for permission to, but I was just so touched with her note, and in a nutshell, saying thank you to me for having the channel and doing the cross stitch, and it really helped her during a difficult time. And I was just blown away when she told me, or she sent me a message, and then she sent me this. And again, I'm going to tear up. She sent me this heart and says, "Oh, never forget the difference you make." Is that not the sweetest gift? Absolutely, I'm all teary-eyed now. Touched me so much. So the person that sent me this, you know who that you are. And I'm just, again, I'm blown away with the generosity, the sweetness of subscribers. And this is hanging where I can see it every day. And it makes me feel so special. Thank you again for sending that. It wasn't necessary, but it certainly was sweet. So anyway, let me get myself together here. Oh. Okie dokie. I'm going to put my little heart away. It's got a little bag to it. I'm going to put it back in there for right now so I don't damage it. It doesn't fall off my desk and break. Okay, what else? So I got my 1, 2, 3 order. Let's take a quick peek at that so I can see what I got. So I bought some Mill Hill perforated paper in the brown craft. There are several little Christmas ornaments that I want to do on this. This is it only gives you 2 sheets. I feel like they need to send you more, but 2 sheets of the brown craft. I have a couple of gingerbreads I want to do and some other things. So I got that. I got my Mill Hill beads that I told you about. They're the petite beads. So they are little copper color. There is a champagne color. And then there's a gold. I'm hoping these are going to fit in my 36 count fabric so that I can, I'm going to pull that out right now, so that I can work on the 36 count and finish up the 32 count. So I got those. That's trash. And then I got the buttons for the Postmaster elf because it needed several buttons. Now my nose is all runny. So I got the little peppermint. I got the little snowman. I got the little kitty. I got the flag. Lots of pins in this one. A lot of buttons in this one. And I got the basket. So those are all the ones that I need for the Postmaster elf, which I'm looking for right now, so that I can put those in the bag with him and I don't lose them. So that's what I got from 1, 2, 3 Stitch. I purchased, I did get a Stitchy Witch granted on Instagram. I had posted, I didn't see many people doing it this year, the Grant Your Stitchy Wish. But I posted mine and a Instagram person reached out and said that she had Hands-On Design summer basket that she would send me because she had just finished it. So I am so thrilled to have that. I want all 4 of these. I really do. I can't afford to buy all 4 of them right now, but I was glad to get this as a gift. It was very sweet of her to send that to me. I sent her a thank you card. And so I have that, and I will work on that at some point, maybe to get it done before next summer. I did purchase, because this came up on one of the Stash on Low groups, and I couldn't pass it up. Somebody was selling, and it sat there for a couple days, and nobody's bought it, so I was kind of shocked. 40 count fat quarter of Brenda's Brew R&R. And this is my first R&R, and this is nice. This is a nice feeling linen. It is a whole fat quarter Brenda's Brew in 40 count. And I sort of know what I'm going to do with it. But we'll see if it works out. But I'm just glad to have it and actually have a piece of R&R fabrics to try. So I bought that. It was a really good price. Really surprised somebody didn't take it. I got a few things from Walmart. So I got these little sticky notes and the Valentine sticky notes. I don't think my husband watches this channel, but starting February 1st, I'm going to leave him a sticky love note every day for 14 days for him to find, probably on the mirror in our bathroom, so he knows how much I love and appreciate him. So I'm going to do that. So I bought those, and they were $1, so it was just $1. I got this Christmas frame that was just $1 over at the Dollar Shop, the Walmart Dollar Shop. It's just a frame. It's got the ribbon on it, and it's got a little wood heart on the top. I mean, it looks like it could go for any. It looks like it could go for any winter, not just Christmassy, but winter. So I thought that was a cute little frame to put something in, maybe a little phrase or something that would be cute. And then I got this block. Oh my God, right out of my head. It is a cutting board, but it looks like a, you know what it is. But anyway, it was $5, and it's a good size. Where's my tape measure? It is, I'll tell you here in a second if I can find not my tape measure, my ruler. And I forgot 2 more things to show you in stitching because it's sitting off to the side here. Oh, holy cannoli, I can't find it. So it is just about 8 by 8, which is a good size for cross stitch. You certainly can paint it or anything, but they're $5 a piece. And I will tell you that, let me get my phone. They have others over there. So let me show you what else they have. They have the one I just showed you. They have round ones with a little black on the bottom. They have a cheese board. You can see by my hand that it's not a small size, $5. These would make great for matting your cross stitch. And then they had an octagon B one, which I thought was cool, and that was $5. So great things over at the Walmart. If you have a dollar shop in your Walmart, go check it out. They got all sorts of new stuff. But I thought the horn book, that's what it is. We call it, it's a cutting board, but they call it a horn book. It would make a great base for to mount your cross stitch on. So for $5. So I just picked up one. I might pick up some more later on. Okay, let me show you my other stitching because I forgot totally. These were also on my my Bringo board. But they are ornaments. Let me see if I can find the pictures on them, because I don't want to show the patterns. Or not. Let me see, cross stitching. So the first one is, it's my 2 ornaments. Okay, so now I got to backtrack where I was. I do 2 ornaments a month. I joined in on the Caroling 55 on Instagram has a 12 and 23 ornament sale. And then Christine, Stitch All the Things, started doing a 24 and 12 orny sale. And I want to do the 24 and 23 because I want to get 24 more ornaments done, because right after Christmas, I got a 7.5 beautiful Christmas tree for 75% off, and I jumped on it. So it is sitting in the shed waiting for next year, and it is a much bigger tree than what I have now. So I know I have to stitch a lot more ornaments. So I have 2 ornaments I have to do each month. These are the ones that I have to get done. Again, I have to get these done before the end of January so I can start February's ornaments. The first one is a Merry Kitty Claus, and these are out of Just Cross Stitch magazines. If you need to know which issue, contact me below. You can send me a message through email at crossmystitches@yahoo.com, or you can reach me on Instagram, cross_my_stitches, or you can send me a message just below and tell me, hey, where did you get that? So that's that one. And this one's almost done, except for, and it is on a 36 count, because I want them to be small. 36 count snow. It is a fabric flare. And I'm going to fold it because it's just easier to see it. And there he is, and he's all done except for all of this all the fur and the hat is done on Whisper. So that's the only thing left I have to do is do the Whisper stitching, and he will be done. So I will have him done before the 31st. I finished all the other stitching last night. I had to do a row of paws and all the words, a Merry Kitty Claus. So all I have to do is finish his hat, and he will be all done. So that was one that I did. And then the second one, and I'm sure I wrote it down here where it came from, 2007 Cross Stitch Ornament magazine. And then this one is from the 2004 ornament, and it is called Crystal Forest, and it looks like this, and it's full of kryneck. And I've got a lot of the deer done. The last time I showed it, I only had a little piece of his behind and his back leg, and this is where I'm at right now. I did change the fabric, okay? So I had it stitched on a tan fabric. I know you're saying that's not the right fabric. I had stitched on tan fabric, and by the time I got his leg out, there wasn't much left over here, and I was like, nuts. So I ended up restarting it again. So this is a total restart, and that's where I'm at with it. So I will get him done as well. And he's got kryneck in him. Yep, 3 different krynecks in him. So I have to get those done too. So by the next time you see me, I should have these as fully finishes. At least these. And then my monthly, January monthly should be finished as well. Okay, back to what we're doing. Last thing we said we were going to talk about was a giveaway. So I have 2 things to give away. One is US, one is overseas. So for my US subscribers, I'm going to give Prairie Schoolers Evergreen. This is the paper copy. I did a pillow with it. In fact, hold on a second. I'll show you what the pillow looked like. So this is my pillow that I made. And you can see I didn't follow the same orientation. I just picked out 8 of the designs and put them on the pillow. And it is it's got a little spot to stuff the pillow with the form. And I did this all myself. Isn't it gorgeous? I love this pillow. I wished I had remembered my library system was doing a contest on handmade items in the month of December, and I wished I had entered this in it because I could have won it, because I saw who won. I could have won that. If they do it again next year, I'm going to enter this because I love this pillow. But I'm going to give away the design. They would also make adorable little if I could show you this or not, little individual ornaments. See, they did them there. But it's the paper version. So if you live in the US and you would like to enter for this, use the word evergreen in your statement. Or just write evergreen, whatever you want to do. And remember, when we're doing these, you must be 18 to enter, so you can legally give me your address. Don't say giveaway, free, contest, any of those words, okay, and be in the US, okay, for this one. And then my overseas people, I picked a smaller pattern so I can just stick it in an envelope and send it. So if you're overseas, I have this is up here, is my Lizzie Kate Do What Your Wife Said. So I can just stick that in a regular envelope and send that right off to you. So if you would like to win this and you are overseas, you are not in the US, then put in your comments somewhere the word snippet right there. And you will be entered. And in 2 weeks when I come back, we'll do the drawing for these 2 items. So there we go. So I will tell you that I started flosstube in 2018. I started back stitching in 2017 and then got into flosstube in 2018. I think it's April. I'll have to look to make sure, but that means in 2023 I will be on flosstube for 5 years. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I can't believe I haven't gotten to 100 yet. I really need to step it up here. I'm sure I'm going to do some majorly awesome giveaway when I hit my 5-year anniversary. And it would be awesome if I could get up over 3,000 subscribers too, so I could have that giveaway even better. So right now, I think I said I had $28.95 last time I talked. It's not. It's $28.25. I don't know where 95 came in my head. But I really would like to get up over 3,000. So if you're not a subscriber, why not? Why haven't you subscribed? What do I have to do to make you subscribe? I'm going to try to do giveaways more often. I have plenty of patterns that I just know I'm not going to stitch, or that I've already stitched that I can give away. So I'm going to continue to try to do giveaways at least once a month. And I, love sharing my stitching with you guys. I love hearing from you. I love the comments. I love the likes. I love the hearts, whatever you do. A little smile on a comment is just fine. Just let me know you were here. If you're stitching on the same thing, let me know that you're stitching on that, because I love that we're stitching on the same things. If you are on Instagram and you're not following me, please do. At cross_my_stitches. Follow me there. I try to post real regularly now, more than I did before. And I think that's it. I can't see anything else. I've got a ton to do. I've got laundry sitting over here that needs to go in the dryer. And I got to get some stitching done, because today's the 27th, and that means I only have 28, 29, 30, 31, 4 more days to get all these things that I have to get done by the end of the month. So I'm going to call it a stop right there. Sunday I will film from the cabinet, and hopefully I'll get that uploaded to YouTube on Sunday as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful New Year. I hope you are well where you are. You're getting some stitching in. And if you need someone to talk to, I am always here. You can email me. I always put that below. You can Instagram, DM me, and I'll be glad to make a connection with you. I will talk to you next time. Bye.